Hi students, now we start the second module, biodiversity. In this module, biodiversity, so we are going to study first the definition of biodiversity and levels of biodiversity. Okay, first let me start with the definition. So how to define the biodiversity? So simply, if you split the word bios and as well as diversity. So bios diversity. Bios means life forms. Life forms means living organisms. Life forms living organisms. So diversity nothing but variety. This is how we can simply describe as biodiversity means a variety of life forms. Variety of life forms. But that is not accurate. So we to define the biodiversity broadly and accurately. So how to define the biodiversity broadly and accurately? So okay, so here biodiversity can be defined as variety and variability. Variety and variability among living organisms and the ecosystem complex in which organisms live. I told you, biodiversity, bios means life forms. Okay. To define the biodiversity vastly or broadly, accurately, we do know where the life forms are. You know, all the life forms are found in a large system, biosphere. So, biosphere is one which is the largest system, a giant system, and system has a large number of life forms. Large number of life forms, and all the large number of life forms they differ with each other in various features. Okay, so that's why you can't easily say as variety of life forms simply. So that's why we do know so how the life forms are there in the biosphere. Okay, so here biodiversity can be defined as variety. Diversity means variety and variability. Variability nothing but ability of life form to vary, differ with each other. And you know the biosphere, the entire universe is filled with large number of life forms. Even though large number, so all the life forms are different from one another. Okay, you can take one example, one species, man. Man is one species. So man is found throughout the world, even though large number, even though in terms of billion, particularly in India, so the species number man is in terms of billion, even though found in billion, so all the human beings are not same. So all the human beings are different from one another. If you take the human beings of the entire world, totally different from one another. So that is what variety. So and it is the ability of all the life forms to differ from one another. That is ability of variation, ability of differ from another organism. So variety and variability among living organisms, and the ecosystem complex in which organisms live. Where all the life forms are living, all the life forms are living in the complex ecosystem. What is meant by complex ecosystem? Ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Ecosystem is nothing but it is a system of comprising the living and as well as non-living. Ecosystem is one unit comprised of living and as well as non-living. Okay. So ecosystem complex means this system or unit so comprised of both the living as well as non-living. So living means which includes plants, animals and as well as microorganisms. And also composed of non-living, abiotic component which includes light, temperature, heat, humidity, sunlight, soil, water, air. So these are non-living things. So the ecosystem is a unit, a system composed of both biotic and as well as abiotic. And this is the complex system and it is operated by various variables. All the factors you can take, all of them are variables. You can take light, temperature, humidity, soil, pH. So these are all variables. So it is a complex system. So it is ecosystem complex in which all the life forms are living. Ecosystem is a complex system in which large number of life forms are living, and all the life forms living in this ecosystem complex are different from another. So that is together called as biodiversity. So biodiversity can be broadly defined as variety and variability among living organisms and the ecosystem complex in which organisms living. So this is how we should define the biodiversity broadly and accurately. And this biodiversity can also be defined in a simplest sense, in a simple way, as it is the sum total of species richness. Sum total of species richness. That includes plants, animals, microorganism species occurring in a given area, given habitat. So, simplest sense is the sum total of species richness. Sum total means a grand total of what? Species richness. What is meant by species richness? Species richness nothing but the variety of species. Variety of species occurring in a given area. So total of all the species so is generally called as species richness. That species richness includes plants, animals, and microorganisms occurring in a given area. So that is how we can simply define the biodiversity as sum total of species richness. So that includes plants, animals, and as well as microorganism species of one particular area. The totality of all the species together called as species richness, and grand total of species richness is called the biodiversity. That can also be called as biodiversity. This is how we can define the biodiversity in two ways. One is broad definition, another one simple definition. Okay, so now you know that what is the biodiversity, what is the definition of biodiversity, and the word is concerned. This is word buzzword. So biodiversity is somewhat buzzword. Buzzword so for the word of infinity. Word of infinity. Why? So biodiversity is biosphere life forms. Life forms form in large system, that is biosphere, and the biosphere, the boundary of which is totally beyond your imagination. The boundary of biosphere is somewhat vast and infinite. So that is how. In any way, if you define the biodiversity, it is not accurate. And also, you should know that there is no specific method of study. If you know the biodiversity to any extent, it is incomplete. And also, if you define the biodiversity in any way, that is also not definite. So totally, there is no specific definition as well as specific method of study. So to some extent we can study cursor, but if you study the biodiversity is incomplete because of infinity. If you take the boundary of biosphere is infinity, and the life forms living in this biosphere is infinity. You don't know the exact number of life forms living in this biosphere. When we don't know the definitely, we can't define the biodiversity accurately, and also we can't know the biodiversity. We can't study the biodiversity accurately. But anyhow, as we to know the biodiversity, we have some methods, we have some levels. Okay. And after that, so the word biodiversity for the first time coined by Walter and Rosen. The word biodiversity brought into use by two persons, Walter and Rosen, in 1990. Accurately, the word is brought into usage in 1985. But it was widely started using widely in the government and scientific circles only after 1990. So that's why. So the word we consider 1990 in the year. So the word biodiversity is coined by Walter and Rosen. Now let's go We can say levels or types or aspects. So all of them are same. Levels, types or aspects of biology. So what are all these? So as the biology already there is no specific method and specific definition and specific method of study. So we have overall levels. We have overall methods to study the biodiversity and genetic diversity or genetic level. Then species diversity or species level. Ecosystem diversity or ecosystem level. Okay, now we need to study one by one. First we take genetic diversity. So this I can say genetic level. So genetic diversity or genetic level. Here we have one word, gene. So what is meant by gene? So genetic diversity which includes the word gene. Okay, what is meant by gene? So gene can be defined in simplest way as gene is a hereditary material transfers from one generation to next generation. Gene is a hereditary material transfers from one generation to next generation. So gene is a hereditary material. What is meant by heredity? Heredity is nothing but transfer of characters from one generation to next generation. So mainly gene is related to heredity. It is a hereditary material. We can say hereditary material transfers from one generation to next generation. So simply gene is a hereditary material transfers from one generation to next generation. Now we can define the gene simply. Okay. Then what is genetic diversity? Genetic diversity is defined as variety of genes present within a species. Variety of genes present within a species. Suppose we to know where are the genes, where are all the genes present. Just you should know genes present in all life forms, like plants, animals, and as well as microorganisms. So gene present in all life forms, but we can't take all the life forms as a whole because of that infinite number. So we consider one species. Just to know the genetic diversity easily, we to consider one species. Take any species, any one species, and individuals of that species comprised of large number of individuals, and all the individuals they have their own genes. Okay, and within the species, individuals. Within species we have individuals, and all the individuals of the same species not same. Even though one species, but individuals of that species not same, and they differ with each other because of variety of genes. To take one example, human beings. Man is one species, sapiens. Even though we are all, whatever the human beings found across the world are one species. But even though we are all human beings found across the world, not same. We are all different from one another. Different from one another. So that is why because of different genes. As we have the different genes, we are all different from one another, but we belong to same species. Same species. Why? Even though we are all different from one another, but belong to same species. Okay. Why it is so? It is because of up to total genes present in individuals of the same species. 60 to 80% of the genes are same. 60 to 80% of the genes are same because that's why we belong to same species. So we differ with each other for the difference in genes for about 20 to 40%. So that is the important feature of genetic diversity. Genetic diversity. Okay. And genetic diversity is again observed, again studied at 3 levels. One is between individuals among the population. Between individuals among the population. Second one is among the population within the species. Third one is among the species. Between individuals among the population, within the species, within the population. Between individuals within the population. Because same population, but individuals of the same population different from one another. So because of variety of genes. And among population within the species. Among the population within the species. Same species but different population. So we can take an example of different population, same species. You can take man. So man distributed or man living across the world. But if you take the population of different countries like India, West Indies, South Africa, etc. If you get all the population of all these countries together, we can easily differentiate them as we are Indians, they are Australians, they are South Africans. Even though population different, but same species, but population different. But within the population, we are all individually different. This is because of gene variation. That is the important feature of genetic diversity. Okay, so genetic diversity, this is the one method, one level of biodiversity. Second is species diversity. This includes the world of species. Then we need to know what is species. So in the last class itself we discussed about species. What is species? Species always refers a group. So here mainly the group of what? Life forms. As we are mainly dealt with life forms. So here species is a group of organisms. What type of group of organisms? Group of organisms which are having similar characters, and they can interbreed to produce fertile offspring. So such group of life forms called as the species. What is species? Species is a group of organisms having same characteristics and they can interbreed fertile offspring. Interbreeding to produce fertile offspring. So such group of organisms are species. Now, what is meant by species diversity? Species diversity is nothing but variety of species. As we explained the genetic diversity as genetic diversity explained as variety of genes. So like that here also species diversity is nothing but variety of species. Variety of species. But we should have a confinement as we have for genetic diversity. So what is the confinement of genetic diversity? Variety of genes present within a species. Within a species is the confinement boundary. So like that here also for species diversity we should have a confinement boundary and variety of species present within an area, occurring in an area. So in an area, in an area means you take any area of your selection. Area of your work. If you consider any particular area, so what type of species found? How many species of life forms are found? You can take one college campus. In college campus, how many species of organisms found? So we can observe variety of plant species, variety of insect species, variety of bird species. We have variety of dogs. We can consider some other species like we can find different snakes, lizards, frogs, centipedes, millipedes. This is what the species diversity of one particular area. You can consider the entire areas as you can take one district, one state, one India. But the boundary of which is larger. So that's why we call to study the species diversity of larger areas because of our limited knowledge. We can consider a small area of our world. Okay. So whatever species found in one particular area, so that is called species diversity. And species diversity. And you know very well, and this concept helps to compare the two regions. How much diversity is present in one area, how much diversity is present in another area. So this concept helps to know the species diversity of various regions. Okay. And what is the main reason for species diversity? Genetic diversity calls for genetic diversity gene variation. Okay. So what is the reason for species diversity? So variation in the genetic material at higher level. Variation in the genetic material at higher level that causes some species diversity. You can take some animals which are closely related to man. Like gorillas, chimpanzees. So these are all close relatives of man. So most of the characters are same like that of man. So that's why we can't underestimate them as the gorillas and chimpanzees because there is a close relationship to man in terms of the genes. So most of the genes are similar occur in both gorilla, chimpanzees as well as the man. So that's why. So most of the features are same. Okay, but species different, but they are all close relatives. That is species diversity. Okay, and we are different from the other species like plants, even other animals. So this is because of species variation in the genetic material higher level that causes the variation of the species. So next we can go to another third level of biodiversity is ecosystem diversity. First, we to know ecosystem. What is meant by ecosystem? I told you already. Ecosystem is a unit which composed of both biotic as well as abiotic. Biotic and as well as abiotic, and there is a continuous interaction between biotic as well as abiotic. That unit is called as ecosystem. Ecos means home, system. Home. What is home? Home is composed of biotic and as well as abiotic, means living and as well as non. Okay, composed of living and non-living, and interaction between these two components, a continuous interaction between these two components, biotic and abiotic, that forms a complete unit, a complete system. That system is called ecosystem. Now we to define the ecosystem diversity. How to define ecosystem diversity? So as we define the genetic diversity as and species diversity, we can simply define the ecosystem diversity as variety of ecosystems. Variety of ecosystems. But answer is correct but not accurate. Hence we to define the ecosystem diversity broadly and accurately. Why ecosystem diversity cannot be defined as we define genetic diversity and species diversity? And you know, if you take any ecosystem, entire biosphere is an ecosystem. Entire biosphere is an ecosystem, and boundary of which is beyond our imagination, infinite. And also life forms found in this biosphere also infinite. So that's why we can't simply define the ecosystem diversity as variety of ecosystem. But to define the ecosystem diversity, the entire system, biosphere, that is the ecosystem divided into smaller units. How this ecosystem divided? First, natural and artificial. Artificial means man-made ecosystem. Natural ecosystem again divided into two types: terrestrial and aquatic. So terrestrial ecosystem that includes land-based ecosystems like forest, grassland, desert. So these are all land-based ecosystems. And next another type of ecosystem, that is aquatic ecosystem, means water-based ecosystems. So water-based ecosystems means here the biosphere composed of water, variety of waters. What type of waters we have? Freshwater, marine water, and estuaries. So like the aquatic water-based ecosystems are classified into freshwater, marine water, and estuary. So marine water ecosystems, which includes saltwater bodies like sea and oceans, and estuary is the combination of means mixture of both freshwater and as well as sea water, salt water, and freshwater. So freshwater ecosystem again divided into two types as lentic and lotic. Lentic means standing water, lotic means running water. So standing and running. So whatever the water was standing, so that includes ponds, pools, ditches. These are all lentic freshwater ecosystems. Lotic, flowing water bodies like rivers, streams, etc. So that is how. So the entire biosphere as a ecosystem divided into smaller units, and all the ecosystems, they are all different from one another in structure as well as function. All the ecosystems, they have their own function, and all the ecosystems, they have their own structure, and all the ecosystems, they vary with each other, differ from one another in the structure and as well as the function. So that is called ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity is variation in structure and functions of various ecosystems. So that defines the various aspects. ecological niches, trophic levels, and ecological cycles. And all these sustain energy flow, food web, cycling of nutrients. So in all these aspects, we find variation difference. That variation is ecosystem diversity. So this is how the biodiversity is classified. They are divided into three levels: genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. Thank you.